Greetings, adventurers. I invite you to an evening of storytelling, for I have in my possession the tales of the four who ventured to the land of Sol. The human, the halfling, the tabaxi, and the owlin. Whatever personal reasons to which they traveled to this land, whatever they found, changed their lives forever. Within these pages are tales of sadness, triumph, and most importantly, adventure. I do hope you enjoy these tales. Come, join me around this campfire, and let us dive into these pages together. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 14. What you're about to hear is a brief summary of a time skip that has taken place within the city of Ellie's Visage as the players awaited their equipment being upgraded and small activities to earn some gold before they set out on their adventure to the Witchlight Carnival. We do hope you enjoy, and thank you for taking your time to listening to this brief disclaimer. The party found themselves within the city known as Ellie's Visage. The day began in the bustling streets as the party made their way to the blacksmith, eager to strengthen their gear for the trials ahead. The clang of hammers and the hiss of hot metal filled the air as the weapons were shaped and armor fortified. A quiet preparation for the dangers that loomed within the horizon. But not all battles were fought in the open. Our adventurer Ferrari wrestled with a far more insidious enemy, the dark whispers of Malgoth. Each moment was a test of will, a silent war waged in the depths of their mind. And though Ferrari fought well, cracks were beginning to show. The shadow of Malgoth's influence grew. Jackson found solace in study, poring over the pages of the ancient tome of the Dragon Gods. Elsewhere, Cass and Velvet were ever curious, ventured beyond the city's walls on behest of the god. It was there in a secluded cave that they found a hidden entrance to the dreaded Underdark. The air was thick with danger. Understanding this great threat, they rushed back to the Ellie's Visage and alerted the guards. The city's defenders, taking no chances, immediately setting out to seal off the cave, hoping to protect their home from the terrors that lurked below. Our party now stand ready to embark on their grand adventure to the Witchlight Carnival. As of recording, episode 3 is scheduled for this Monday. So we have 400 plus on almost every video now. The shorts get almost 400 views a short now, so thank you all for watching. But we're going to get straight into the episode with the day of leaving. You've got all of your new fancy equipment, and you stand at the gates of Ellie's Visage.
Oh, by the way, guys, I found a cave nearby that leads to the Underdark, and it looks like some basilisks were petrifying people.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, Jackson definitely, like, once he hears that, like, there's definitely a shift in his demeanor a bit. He almost gets more on edge. Not by a lot, but definitely, like, noticeable. And he's just, well, what did they do about it? They just sort of sealed it up, or?
Yeah, they sealed it up. Me and Vel went down there, but without our proper gear. We were really just told to investigate it, and all they did was seal it up. If you want, we can go to the guards and see if we could do more, but
I think sealing it up will be the best. The Underdark is a place not to trifle with. I've worked in the business of keeping the things down there from coming up here for quite a few years, and it's not a good time, especially if you're ill prepared.
Wait, do we know if the person petrified is still down there?
That was the dude in the cleric place, wasn't he? In the
Was that?
temple?
So the person within the temple was was somebody who was caught by one of the fey creatures that slipped through while Witchlight was here. The miner was petrified by a basilisk. Two separate cases, but the same outcome.
Wait, so
Okay.
did we see the person down there that was petrified?
No, you would assume that once he was petrified the day that they left, they brought him with them.
Okay.
But I'll ask you this. You guys are heading to the festival. Are you taking a car, or are you going on foot, or any other means of transportation?
Do you guys want to just go by foot?
I mean,
Do we feel it's unsafe if we go by foot?
You've been warned of the dangers, so it's really up to your interpretation as players if you want to go by foot or if you want to take a different means.
how much would it take to get a cart?
To own
Like-
one or to get taken
To
there?
just to get taken there.
There's no direct routes to Witchlight, as it's not a necessary thing for them. But you could probably hitch a ride for like 20 gold to someone to take you there. Don't know, like ask them for a favor.
20 per person or 20 per.
20 total, because it's a little
20
bit out,
total?
out of the way of their usual ride, and it's sort of dangerous.
Yeah. Well, I'll pay the 20 total if we want to hitch a ride.
Or speaking of in the future, would you guys ever want to own a cart?
Might be helpful, but
Maybe.
for right now, I think us spending all that money on our equipment is kind of. We should do a few more jobs and get a few more bits of gold first before we.
And not be planning on taking a vacation to an outer area.
Oh yeah, that too. So, but I'll pay the 20 gold for us to hitch a ride. with
Yeah.
Someone.
You'll hitch a ride with. We'll mix it up this time. You have a Dragonborn who has
Ooh.
offered you a ride to
thank
Witchlight.
you.
It seems like his cart is a little bit more sturdy. It seems that he works quite closely with God. It's almost like a repurposed prison wagon, but he uses it for various livestocks that need to be put in the back. So it's relatively comfortable for a travel.
Mm.
I need
by the
all
way,
of you.
guys,
Roll me d8, please.
Pardon that. By the way, guys, the guard offered us a favor for doing the investigation.
Nice.
So I got a 1.
I also got a 1.
I got
Harold of
7.
War.
A 4?
I got 7.
7. Okay.
Does Sparky need to roll a d8?
Nah.
Or Sparky with me? Okay.
Something else. Okay. So you're heading through these clearly well-traveled roads. Various carts passing past you, like back toward Ellie's Visage. Some people overtaking. They seem to be in a bit of a rush. But as you're heading through the forest, it starts to get a little bit more wet inland. And for Aurora, you will know this, and Jackson, since you're well-versed outdoors, you're starting to entering like a bog, almost like a swamp. You see a lot of mangrove trees beginning to make appearances. The roads here are thick and heavy with mud and really awful smells are creeping up out of the swamp. The wagon is getting a lot slower, and the Dragonborn informs you all that this is as far as he can go, or else you're going to get stuck in the mud in the wagon.
Mm.
Does
So-
he know how far away we are?
He's taking you just about a half of the way there.
Okay.
You've been travelling for about 3 or 4 hours. It's late afternoon. He hands you back 10 gold pieces because he can't take you the rest of the way, and he wishes you best of luck on your travels.
Thank you.
Oh, he's so nice.
He's a Dragonborn, right?
He is.
I will definitely thank him in Draconic.
He
Oh,
will
just-
return a "You're welcome" in Draconic, and you spot that he is a Topaz Dragonborn.
Oh,
What are they known for again?
You have to ask your resident dragon expert.
Well, I was
That's a-
more
that's
asking like it. I was more asking like
dragon
a
expert. Look up on Google real quick. I'm not exactly
Well versed.
known about the gem Dragonborns of 5e. But anything generalized about it. That's a gem Dragonborn, and gem Dragonborns are like the psionic gifted of the
I just know
Dragonborn.
that chromatic dragons are bastards. No, metallic dragons are bastards. I think.
Gem dragons are neutral in normal D&D.
Alright, I just know that green dragons are pretty cool. I think they like forests. My bad with that.
So
Green dragons are
in-
pretty cool.
In the world of D&D, chromatic dragons lean more on the evil, metallic dragons lean more on the good, and gem dragons lay in between.
Huh. Don't I have a green dragon character?
You have a black dragon, which is the
No,
worst
yeah,
of
I
the
know.
worst dragons.
Right now. I know. I haven't forgotten Medborn or Nargar. I could have sworn I had a green dragonborn.
No, not for any of us at least.
Yeah.
I may
I'm
have
about
created
to
it for.
Crystal Dragonborn.
I may have just created. I may have been for something that wasn't D&D. I don't know.
But beside all that, you guys hop out of the wagon, ankle deep, or in Mr. Cassinity's situation, it is knee deep, mud.
Once we get there, I'm cleaning myself up.
You're going to be slogging through a swamp for a little while. You do see a spot, a few hamlets throughout the area of like swamp towns up on stilts. Are you guys just trudging through? You're not making any stops. You're just going to be trudging on through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we would just keep going.
Passing through these various hamlets that are on the road there, you do see a lot of other Witchlight goers. There are much bigger wagons that are owned by some very noisy nobility or various travelers. You see a few adventuring society members as well, just pushing through the mud in groups. And you're starting to spot a few more races that you haven't quite encountered. Even in the old world, you see some bullywugs are making their way down the roads. You pass through a few hamlets that are almost exclusively like run by bullywugs, and you're pushing through. Can all of you roll me a perception check, please? Actually, passive perceptions, everyone. Passive perceptions. Unless someone is keeping an active eye out.
13.
Vari has
I
other
think-
things on her mind.
I think Jackson would definitely be keeping an active eye out, just in case. He knows things can be weird with Witchlight around.
Mhm.
So do you want me just to roll it then?
Yeah. Just for anyone else who's not paying a direct eye out, just give me your passives, please.
Okay. For me, dirty 20 on the roll.
Okay, 30-20 on the roll, the 15 for passive, and for Velvet and Cassinity, what is your passive perceptions?
13.
Say,
All my passive skills are the same. 13.
say again, Michael, you're very quiet.
Oh.
Mike.
13.
13, okay, so 13, 13, 15, and then 20 from an active perception. Okay. Jackson, do you spot that you are being followed, but it could be normal because you're all heading to the same area, which is Witchlight? You're being followed by a bullywug, who seems to be wearing overalls. Has a stick of wheat in his lip, and he's whistling along as he's heading down the road. And the rest of you pick up on the whistling, you look over your shoulders, and you see you are being followed by a bullywug, but again, you're on the road to Witchlight. He could just be going to Witchlight.
I think definitely gonna have Sparky, like as he's trudging along, just keep an eye out on him. Just keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't try to, just in case he isn't heading to Witchlight and he's following up for some reason. We know about it.
Wow. I will say, before we get to Witchlight, to those that are watching, this isn't going to be the traditional Witchlight module. This isn't going to be by the books. It is a very heavily edited and homebrewed version of Witchlight.
This is a bunker core Witchlight.
It is a bunker of Witchlight. So as you're approaching, you spend a good few more hours. It is dark now, and you start to smell the carnival in the air. And it's a strange sensation of swamp air and then confetti and candy corn and sweets and then ass. It's a very strange
Ass?
mix of smells that you're getting. The bullywug is still with you. He's very much heading to Witchlight, it seems. All of your tickets, as you're getting closer, do seem to like ruffle it. Who is fighting their microphone?
Sorry, I had me putting down stuff. Really sensitive.
All of your tickets begin to kind of make a noise or begin to ruffle in wherever you have them stored. And looking at them, you do see a clock has now appeared on the paper. And instead of minutes and seconds and hours, it is days. And you do see that the Witchlight Festival has 14 days left.
Yeah. So do we, as a group, it's like nighttime. I would suggest a group. Do we want to, like, camp out somewhere for the night, or do we want to see if there's a place in there to stay?
Maybe in there to stay, because they said one of the beings from here petrified someone, so I imagine we'd want to stay somewhere safer.
Okay, I was just asking. I don't know if anyone
I
has
think
any.
it's best we not risk it in a forest full of fantastical fey creatures and rather risk it in a place full of non-forest like fantastical
I'm
fey
just kind of
creatures.
curious. This bullywug has been following us the entire time, and he's like, I'm 95% sure he might just be going to the carnival, but
You do
he's been
something about
kinda-
it. You there, you sir.
Yes, ma'am.
How can we help you? You've been trailing us for the past while.
No, ma'am. I'm heading to Witchlight down the way.
Can I
We
make an
thought
insight
so.
check?
Yeah, roll an insight.
Let me insight that.
Oh, it's him, ain't it? 22.
I rolled a 12.
Both, he's been genuine. Sent to Witchlight.
Being genuine? Okay.
Got my
Alright.
ticket right here.
And he pulls out an envelope in his overalls.
We thought so.
What's your name,
No.
boss?
Mr. And he bows, Latrice.
It's
It's the boy.
Hey, Mr. Litteries. My name is Mr. Goodberry. How are
It's
you?
certainly a pleasure, my dearest halfling friend.
Yes.
He holds out his 3-fingered hand to shake.
I give him a nice handshake.
Pleasure, pleasure. Now you little folks, are you heading down the festival yourselves?
Yes, we are.
You want to join us?
I would very much like that. I would like that.
Have you been to Witchlight before? I've always heard of it. I've never gotten a chance to go before personally.
This will be my first time attending the festivities. Yes, sir.
And, if you want to tag along, we're just sort of.
I would
Do
like
good.
to. I was with a group on a few days ago, but they all split, and I'm by myself again.
Oh,
Well, we all stick together. So just join us.
It is a few. It's gonna be mighty dark by the time we get there, but there is a small hamlet we could stay in for the night, and you'll set off early in the morning.
We were wondering if. Is this the kind of place that might have places to stay in the carnival, or is it sort of like you find your own place outside of it to.
Of all the people I have known who have attended this festival before, I have not heard them say they have spent a night at the festival to sleep.
Okay.
So I would
Well,
I
then-
would say no.
Okay. You from around here? I'm
Oh
assuming?
yes, sir, born and bred.
Well, if you wish, if you know of a place for us to stay for the night before we.
It's not
Head
that I
out there
know
and
of.
do it.
I'm sure that the Bullywug hospitality will permit young adventurers like yourself to get a night's rest.
That sounds like a good idea to me. Better than just on the ground.
I won't like even as a Bullywug, I would not like to sleep in a swamp. I would not like that very much. Mm-mm.
Well, if we
Uh,
can sell down somewhere, I could try to make us some food.
If you follow me, folks, I could probably take you to a small little town. Not town, more of a little village here in the swamp. Have you speak Bullywug?
no.
No.
Unfortunately, not.
All right. I will have to be your translator.
I appreciate that.
I mean, well, let's gonna look at my stone.
No, you guys do have your stone. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let this guy be our translator.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least for me.
Oh, we should got the stones turned into.
He's very enthusiastic about being our translator. I feel like we should.
Yeah, of
love
course.
him.
All of you guys follow Mr. Latrice to what seems to be a small little village on wooden stilts and walkways, predominantly lived in by bullywugs. You do see a few bugbears here, and he finds a little, what could be considered an inn, and he gets you one night for 5 pieces of silver, which he pays up front for you, and he says he will also be in the room, but he will be no bother.
I know the
So we
name of this
got one
episode.
giant room, essentially.
It's
is it-
more of like you rent out the inn.
Oh, okay.
There's not a lot of rooms, so you are given each a room, and he says he'll pay you no mind. He will be in his own little space.
Okay, gotcha.
So all of you settle down for the night after a long, arduous day of traveling. I'm gonna roll something real quick. Okay. You awaken the next morning, refreshed, awoken by the smell of swamp and festival. Mr. Latrice doesn't come find you, but you're all getting your gear together. Acidity.
Yes.
You're putting on your equipment and you're going through your things and preparing for the day. And something's missing.
I swear, if it's my slippers, I'm going to kill someone.
It's not your slippers, it's not your shield, it's not your fancy box, but it's your invitation to the Witchlight Festival. It's
Aw.
gone. And all of you reconvene within the main area, like the foyer of this place, and Miss Latrice is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, who would have seen that coming?
Hey guys, I can't find my invitation to the festival.
The rat bastard.
That's actually probably why I'm not a rat.
Are we sure? Are we sure Velvet didn't take it? Just like jokingly points at Velvet.
Hey,
Nah.
I knew that was too good to be true. He was
That's
sort
fair.
of trailing pretty close.
Yeah, that happens.
Well, we can't exactly get you into the festival without your ticket.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll.
And as you're
Case
saying
scenario.
this,
Oh,
the door to the foyer opens up, and Miss Latrice walks in with a tray of hot drinks and food, and he sits it down at the table that you've all gathered at and goes, "Friends, morning, morning."
Hey, did anyone stop in here last night?
To the this place?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Oh, I can't seem to find my ticket.
Your ticket or your oh, to
Oh yeah, the invitation.
one of these, and
Yeah.
he pulls out his and unravels it.
Yeah, I can't seem to find mine. I don't know what happened. At this point, I'm actually not like thinking he's the one that did it.
you know, it doesn't seem like he would be one.
That is awfully strange. The tickets are sort of, personalized. Taking it wouldn't prove too much to an individual. Well, you can have mine, Mr. Cassinity, am I right?
Well, if it's personalized, I don't want to take yours.
No, it's fine. Let's take it.
No, that's not how it works.
Take my ticket. I insist.
I'm gonna message Jackson. Is yours personalized?
was mine? Because I've looked at it. Like I'll just kind of like pull it out.
Yours was
when I
given
go
to you
on.
by Durr. It wasn't purchased by you or.
So
you
it's not. Jackson messaged back like, I don't think so. Dirk got all of ours, so you can't really say it's that personal.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep talking to Latrice. Well, we got it from our friend, so how do they personalize them?
My for quotations with his two fingers, friend, he made a deal for his ticket. I got mine from a friend of a friend, and he pulls it out, and it's much like yours, where it's very vague statements. So I insist,
Insight.
please. Yeah, you can insight.
Him and see if like he's like anything's off about what he's saying.
I would like to invite him.
Oh god, yeah, 21 again.
21.
19.
19. He seems very genuine. He clearly got it from a friend of a friend, and he's offering his to Cassinity just out of kindness, it seems.
Yeah. All right.
No, I think I'd rather go find it because, like you said, this is the first festival for you as well, and I don't want to take that chance away from you.
Well, you can't get your tickets at the gate. It's not like you would be turned away at the door. It's a business after all.
We can go there and we can see how much it is.
Absolutely. Well, mine will be on the table just in case you don't want to make.
Oh no, if someone's stealing them, I don't want you to lose yours.
He gives you an ain't nobody stealing from Miss Latrice. And the editor's mad on the walls.
Poor Zach. Damn.
And all of you gather together and you head out back on the trail. The morning, it seems a little odd. The closer you're getting to the festival, the darker it gets. It seems like the day seems to get closer to the evening. And you're starting to hear the festival now. The music echoing through this very almost empty mire or bog. You're beginning to hear clapping and cheering and the occasional firework going off, and looking up to the stars, you do see a few of them going off in the distance. Various ships beginning to, in this guy, a jester's hat, a black cat, very Fey imagery is being displayed for fireworks. You see Miss Latrice is getting a lot more excited the closer to you approach, but it is weird that it's getting later again as you're getting closer. You swear you haven't travelled that long.
Is this some Fey thing?
Well, the Fae do like to tamper with the material plane when they are here, after all.
But I don't know if I like it. It's messing with the natural order of things.
The Fae,
Natural order, my ass.
the Fae ain't very natural, madam.
Remy.
Mhm.
From the few times Jackson's been in the Feywild, is it the same as in like D&D where it's like constant like Twilight-esque as far as like
Within this world, no, the Feywild is very inconsistent.
it still has a cycle or as much of a cycle you can have, but there is a cycle.
It follows some rules of material planes. There are seasons. There is a day and night, but it's not quite right. That some days a little longer than others. Some nights go on for days. It's a very strange environment. The Feywild seems to fit its needs when it needs it.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Jackson will definitely like relay that to be like, there is day and night, but they sort of don't. It's more or less a convenience for them, not a strict cycle that they follow. It's quite weird.
So what I'm hearing is I hate it.
Yeah, it's probably going to be an adjustment.
Almost definitely.
It's fun.
I presume you guys all keep going together. You're heading down the way. A few more hours of travel as you're getting closer, and you are basically at the foothills of Witchlight. You see the giant tents. You see balloons in the sky, the wider range, and a fan in the background. A wider range of colours. It's quite the spectacle. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a quick break here and prepare the next map for you all. So if you want to get a drink, something to eat, now will be the time.
Oh, that's all.
Other folks, we do hope you're enjoying the episode thus far, and if you are, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. It helps much more than you know. Thank you.
So, you approach the beginning of Witchlight. It is dark.
Yes.
The stars are in the sky. You hear the cheering. You hear the screams of joy. You smell delicious treats beyond these gates. You see... you see...
Hogwarts came out.
You see people checking their tickets at the booth and they're let through. Some people stopping and they're clearly buying tickets. Nothing extreme. You see them sign some paper and they're given a ticket and they're welcomed into the gates. Mr. Latrice looks at you all and says, "Well, fellas, it's been a pleasure travelling with you all. I do hope I'll see you again soon. I hope you enjoy the festival. If you need me, I'll be around."
Stay safe.
And he rushes off and gets checked through. Now, you're stood there, alone, and the fucking ice cream truck's here.
I mean, we are at the fake carnival.
The recording's not going to hear it because the filters, but good lord. So all of you stand at the gates of Witchlight. Only one of you not having a ticket. Now, are you all approaching to head inside?
Yeah. Well, would I know where to like buy it from?
You see a ticket booth right in front of you.
I'm a go
Where
there.
are you? We'll approach the
that makes
ticket booth
sense.
with
Yeah,
you.
I'll stick with the group until everyone has a ticket.
He looks over the edge of the ticket booth down at you all, and he pulls out kind of a spyglass and looks at you all. Tickets?
How tall is he?
The booth is very
I-
high up.
I had a ticket earlier, but I can't seem to find it. How much would they sell for?
Well, to get into Witchlight, you need something of a ticket. We do deal in packs if you wish.
What kind of packs?
Roll me d8.
Uh-oh.
1.
He looks down at you. Well, for you, good sir. Oh, that would. No. This wouldn't do. For you, good sir, it would be this, and he slides forward like a very ornately written piece of paper, gold filling it in certain places, fey imagery all over, and it says there's a dotted line for you to sign, and it says, you can't talk about your favorite subject
For how long?
while you're here in Witchlight.
I mean,
And this is
food,
only for one night, good sir. If you intend to attend more, you would have to get another ticket. And that goes for all of you too. Your ticket's only good for one night.
Interesting. All right.
I don't know what my favorite topic would be considered. Food?
For you, it would be food and cooking.
So, like, would I not be allowed to ask for food?
Not at all.
So we'd have to just assume every place we go for food, if you're there, you want it. Get it for you. Like,
Now,
I just
you,
can't.
you can all
can't
purchase.
speak.
Yes, you can't talk about your favorite subject. You can do things about your favorite subject, but you cannot speak
So just no words out of my mouth.
about your favorite subject. Now, for the rest of you, you can purchase tickets ahead of time if you intend to spend more than one night here at Witchlight.
is it just packs you deal in, or is it
Only packs.
anything? Okay.
What are the options for packs? Or do we not get to choose?
You don't get to choose, good madam. You have to. What's the term? Take a deal.
Bend the wheel?
Yes,
Oh.
look, Lady Luck will be on your side.
How long do we think it will take for us to find what we need, fellas?
We can always come back out and get it if we know we need to stay, or come back again.
I'm just gonna look
Yeah.
at him. Do you have a way to get to the Fey realm from here?
That's quite uncouth of you to say.
It is.
I cannot speak outside of management. I apologize.
I'm just gonna look at the rest of the group.
I mean, we kind of guessed that. Vicinity, kind of not a thing they usually talk about.
Very
Um,
much a faux pas, Casinity.
Well, the exact wording of the contract says I just can't speak about my favorite subject. I cannot have a word come out of my mouth for the subject. I'm gonna pull out my little journal that I carry. And I assume I have a pen.
Yeah, you're not going to carry a journal without a
Yeah.
pen.
It's just gonna say in there, but I'm just gonna say if I need food, I'll just write it out for you guys.
Okay.
Or if somehow it disappears, just
No.
remember I need to eat.
Just
Jackson.
don't be there if we get food if you don't want it, but if you want it, be there so we know to get something for you.
No, Jackson, I know
I'll
this
tug
is
your shirt.
terrible considering my current state, but now I'm awfully curious about what my pact would be.
I mean, if you guys want to order ahead of time, I'm not going to, just in case. I'll wait until if we feel like we need to be back.
Yeah, I'll pass on the potential devastating effects of the pact.
Go for another day.
We'll either say yes or no with it, and right now isn't our goal to find I'm like kind of being silent because we're near on the management.
Yeah, it's just We'll figure it out then. For now, let's
Ticketmaster.
caution.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to pact for an additional day, just in case.
Oh, of course, madam. Now, let me get a good look at you. And he pulls out his spyglass and looks you up and down. Step forward, dear.
She does so, and puffs out her feathers.
He slides forward you a contract. Now, please roll me d8.
Okay. This is either going to be horrible or really great, guys. Let me cook.
To be fair, they are Fey things.
I
feel
rolled
like
a 1.
it's funny.
He slides it forward, and the ink begins to surface at the very top of the page. And for you, it says, "You must not tell a lie knowingly."
I'm glad I didn't get that one.
This'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
I agree to the terms of this.
A sign on the dotted line, madam.
She does so.
Very good. And
Before I
he
start,
rolled- Go on.
before I start, I'm just gonna tell everyone, just in case it does mess with the way I can ask for food. Just assume I need food,
Yeah, but
and then I
we'll
sign.
figure it out.
Both of your contracts roll up, and they tie a bow around themselves, and he hands you 2 golden tickets that has a little punch holes on them.
Lovely.
If you wish to punch a hole within your ticket, return here, and we'll sign another deal.
Thank you.
Now, before heading inside, the Witchlight Carnival has a few, not rules, but expectancies of the guests here.
Mm.
Now, no violence, clearly stated right here, and the sign above him is swinging on like what seems to be like a little chain. But there are a few more hard-written rules. Politeness goes a long way. Taking part within the games and laughing along with jokes is expected of guests.
Okay.
Failure to do so will... let's just hope we don't get to that stage.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
Of
personally.
course, you seem like the stand-up group of bold adventurers, yes?
I would
Most of
Yeah,
us, yes.
Sure. Oh.
mostly.
Been through quite a journey here. Well, I do hope you have a good time here at the Witchlight Festival.
One question:
Yeah, of course.
Are pets allowed? And he points to Sparky.
Oh, of course. There are many wonderful creatures within inside the halls of inside the grounds of the Witchlight Carnival. All pets and guests are welcome.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Now, as you're all stepping inside, you do notice Miss Latrice, who hasn't gone in, and is kind of like sat outside on what seems to be like a rock that's protruding out of the ground, kind of holding his head and looking at his ticket.
That's what seems to be the problem.
It's a fake.
Oh
I done got swindled.
no! Well, I pacted for an additional day. You can have my actual ticket.
No. I'll figure a way. Miss Latrice always does, but I hope you have fun. I'll see you in there, right?
All right.
Of course, yeah. Seriously, if you need anything, you were quite kind with us. If you need anything, just let us know.
Of course. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And you all head inside the carnival grounds, and now I can reveal the map, an official D&D map.
Let's
This,
go.
my friends, is the Witchlight Carnival
There it
map.
is. Oh,
Witchlight Carnivale.
Those who have been here before in a previous running of the Witchlight Carnival, you are very well versed with this map. You all
Yep.
have control of Jackson's token on screen. I'm
let's
now
go.
going to go over what you're looking on screen. We're in the corners of the map especially.
Quick question.
Yes.
You don't have the updated token?
I do, but I just threw something on screen just to be there
Gotcha.
right
All right.
now.
That's fine.
I will throw on the new token very soon.
I just wanted to make sure you had it, because I know we haven't used it since we got
Yes,
him, but
we will throw it on. I'm looking through. You Zach will see me scrolling through the tokens now to find it, but I'll throw it on soon. But right now we'll use the old one. Just as it's a bright color, anyways. It's good to see. So in the corners, in the top left and the bottom right, respectively, the top left is the time where you are in the Witchlight Carnival, what hour you are currently on. I will be keeping track of this myself as the DM, and I'll let you know when we need to roll the dice and move time along. In the bottom right, however, is the mood tracker. You are currently in the middle at neutral. Things you do and the way you behave within the Witchlight Carnival will determine the mood and how everyone is around you within the Witchlight Carnival. Again, you are right now in the middle. You are neutral, and we will move that up and down according to what you do and how things play out within the carnival.
Uh-oh.
We're going to move you right here. You're at the ticket booth. You are free to explore anywhere. I will run it as best I can with the materials I have, and again, to those that are watching at home, this is not the exact Witchlight Carnival module. This is a very homebrew version of the Witchlight Carnival for the purpose of our story. But we'll try to keep things relatively close to what you're familiar with.
This is a bunker core Witchlight.
Absolutely.
Did they say if magic was allowed? I know no violence.
You are just expected to behave, essentially. There are no hard rules of Witchlight.
Alright, so magic is allowed. Apostrophe with me.
I'm going to look at Belle.
Hmm?
Since I'm limited on what I can verbally say, would you want to link us using your
Would that work?
ability?
Would that work? Or we can try.
Because isn't everything just thought of? by that
I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not sure exactly how the pact is. The pact of if you do it, something bad happens, or is the pact of you physically can't do it, the pact stops you. Like, you
Hey,
can go back.
Try talking about food real quick.
way?
Not risk it.
Why not?
Because if something bad happens, then we're kind of, you know.
I'm gonna look at you with a smile. I don't want to die.
I don't think. All right.
You know,
Now, did you say that out loud?
Yes, I don't want to die.
No, I mean, when Velvet said, just say it out loud. Did you say that out loud to Casanese?
Yes, I assume so.
Okay, 1 second.
What am I going to be
Okay,
grabbed by
as
security?
you're walking through and talking, you say this out loud about the pact and how it works, and you see a group of what seems to be hands of the Witchlight Carnival, and what they're whispering amongst each other, and one seems to hastily write a note and hand it to what seems to be a pixie, who rushes off, and we're going to move the mood tracker down by 1.
good job, Velvet.
Fuck.
We're right here.
Yeah, that's my bad. We just got here. Already we're bringing
Yeah.
you down.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Let's not.
You
do
can
that
gather
anymore.
by that talking about your pacts, it's quite uncouth and not seen as something appropriate.
Fair enough.
Going forward, where would you guys like to explore and visit?
Let's.
Together. Do you guys want to do like a big loop around the place? Because we could go
Sure.
up to these up here and then just like loop around and do all the
Let's-
stuff like
Let's go to the
Around the
Dragonfly
edge.
Roads.
that seems like fun.
I'm curious about the drinks.
Where
I
would
will
that
say
be
to
at?
those that have their tickets and you're looking at them, your ticket has formed into this map. It is now
Okay.
guiding you around the carnival.
But let's go around.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be the best way to get to do everything.
Okay, we're gonna quickly do something. I do
So we'll-
apologize.
Can we move the token where we're going?
Yes, can all of you can actually. We'll start with the list. Cass, roll me a d8, please.
Yes.
Ruh-roh.
1.
What's with all the ones on the D8 today?
I mean, do you want me to use my halfling?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
If you want to do that for a 1 on there, I don't mind. If you want to roll and see what happens.
5.
5. As you're walking through the carnival, a giant dragonfly with guests on the back that are riding swoop really close over. You feel the wind rush over you, and someone on the rider spills a drink, which just covers a group of Witchlight hands as you're walking by, much to like the clapping and cheering of everyone else riding by. But as you're walking around, let me quickly grab something because we're on the first hour. It's welcome gifts time, everyone. It's welcome gift time.
Welcome gifts.
Let me go get
Yeah.
your welcome gifts.
Oh no. Fellas,
What?
We get gifts.
we get gifts.
Yes.
The module on D&D Beyond is very confusingly laid out.
Uh-huh. Yes, it is.
All right, Cass, roll me a d6, please.
D6?
Yes, please.
Let's get these rolls going.
3.
3. A group of Witchlight hands that are sat atop almost like gingerbread horses, pulling a cart equally made of gingerbread and sweets, is very slowly riding by with music playing out of the cart, and they look down to you all, and Cass, you are given a pinwheel, which is a one-time gust spell. Jackson, roll me a d6.
Yeah. D6 will do. That is a 1.
Okay, he leans down and hands you a teacup and pours tea within it, and this is scatter leaf tea. You get protection from good and evil for 10 minutes, one-time use.
Ooh. I will thank him for it.
Rory, roll me a d6.
Lovely. Time to roll a d6. See what happens. I rolled a
That
5.
Protection from good and evil.
Yes, and with a 5, you get a little pouch of pixie dust, which gives you 30 feet of flight for 1 minute, one-time use.
Great.
Velvet,
You don't have to use your wings for that one.
d6, please.
Oh, boy. Let's see here. It's a flat D6.
Yes, please.
4.
4, you
Yes.
get a very oddly shaped key. And this is a knock spell, one-time use.
Oh boy. Velvet rightfully got that one. That's
Just
perfect velvet material there.
true.
Beautiful. Okay, you see everyone has been handed various different gifts and treasures. You hear cheering and clapping as the cart goes down, and you hear very greedy children, me next, very loudly screaming for attention. And all of you guys approach the dragonfly rides. You approach the water's edge as you step through the entrance to the dragonfly rides. Huge lily pads rest on the surface of a pool glistening with fluorescent algae. Giant dragonflies use the lily pads as sort of like landing platforms, buzzing loudly overhead with wings, almost like stained glass windows. They're beautiful. You see they're dropping off people who have also gone on the ride. They're picking people up that are waiting, and near the entrance, a small tree that turns to you and beckons you over, with a red squirrel clinging to the canopy, like peering through at you very suspiciously.
I'll definitely approach. The tree is beckoning.
It turns very slowly. See, he's wearing a like little fairy wings on suspenders, and he works here at the Witchlight Festival. And he looks you up and down. Do you wish to partake in the Dragonfly Rides adventures?
Yeah, definitely. Seems like quite fun.
Yeah, I like it.
Very good. This will be 1 punch on your ticket.
All right. Hand out the ticket, or hand
How
the
many do
ticket
we
over.
have?
On your wasn't it explained to you at the ticket booth?
No, they kind of skipped over that part, to be honest.
Busy day. Well, the tickets are good for 8 punches before you need another ticket at the ticket booth.
All right. Yeah. That's fine.
Very good. Now, are all of you partaking?
I will say yes.
Mm-hmm.
He holds out his quite large tree root hands.
Okay.
And begins punching one hole in each of your tickets.
So we have 7 left.
Mhm.
Okay.
I do hope you have a good time, and he leads you over to dragonflies for each of you.
Ooh, one for each. Like one person per.
Mm-hmm.
How does
Fair.
Sparky work with one? Does Sparky need to go back in the amulet real quick, or
He might need to
Hang
go back
on.
in the amulet.
I still have one for use if I need to pull it back. I'm gonna be like, sorry, but I don't think you're gonna fit. But you'll still be here, and you'll zap him back into the amulet.
How close are we to each other?
You're relatively close.
So I noticed that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna turn to Jackson. I'm gonna ask, can he see through when he's in there?
Oh yeah, he's very much aware of anything that goes on. It's sort of just like a you know how some people take cats in like those mobile carriers kind of thing they just walk around with. It's sort of like that.
I will never understand those people. Why not just let it rest on your shoulders with a leash or something? Let it at least have some semblance of freedom.
He sort of shrugs and he goes, nah. People can just well, some cats just don't like being out, to be honest. Sometimes the cat much prefers to be in a carrier of some sort, but
You want to know of an interesting cat that I've once saw?
we're not talking
Go.
about our known associate, right?
No. There was once a really adorable cat. It was young. It was a small kitten. It had multiple tails and was really dark. It was quite adorable. I would say so myself. Adorable creature. No mother. It was sad. I left it alone.
That sounds like some sort of eldritch beast.
Probably not. It was too cute for that.
John Beef isn't.
Oh no, John Beef is a lovely creature.
John.
As you
Yeah,
guys,
And I just stop.
as you guys all sit in your saddles and get nice and comfy with them, you see another rider kind of is starting to get onto his dragonfly, kind of slips, and the dragonfly gets a little spooked and takes off prematurely, with his foot still stuck in the stirrup and is taken up into the sky. The dragonfly very clearly scared and trying to shake this middle-aged like dwarf off of his leg. And what do you guys do?
Varar's immediately kicking into action and going to go help.
Okay, are you all flying off into the air?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, all of you roll me animal handling.
Let's go!
Oh.
I'm proficient.
I'm
I do
Oh no!
A dirty 20.
also a dirty 20.
I rolled a 9.
18.
Okay, all but Ferrari. All of you guys take off into the sky with almost like you've done this before. Bro, you're kind of like sat about like, go faster. The dragonfly is not budging, not a single bit. And the rest of you take off after the dwarf who's...
Can I persuade it to follow us?
Can you speak dragonfly?
Well,
No, but my friendly nature.
I can
No.
use speak with animals.
Go
and
ahead.
have it come along. I'll use my one use to speak with animals and be like, please hurry, someone might be in danger, and we could use all the help we can get.
Please remove the bird from my back. Thank you.
He just looks at Ferrari, just like, he doesn't want to go anywhere while you're on top.
Okay, Varar's gonna fly herself then.
Okay. Ferrari, you take off into the sky. You are all now following this dragonfly who is clearly... It's still following its training of flying in like a figure 8 above the fair in like a if it takes... One second. The dragonfly is clearly following its training and is following the almost like figure 8 shape of the carnival, if you look at the map. At like a 20 feet of height above the carnival. But you see the dwarf is very much about to slip. He's about to fall.
Can I
Guys,
maneuver
I have
myself?
No, we can do this.
Well, I was thinking, because if I maneuver myself underneath of him, to like
I
try
have
to catch him.
people.
I did, but just in case whatever we're doing doesn't go through.
Okay, so Jackson,
right.
you rush under and kind of follow this spook dragonfly's pattern. You hear the dwarf, "Help! I'm about to fall!"
Don't worry, we got someone on the way who will be making sure you don't fall. All right, just try to stay calm.
Running.
Jackson, you hear the spook dragonfly saying, "Help! Something stuck to me!"
Excuse me.
Huh?
Is it a sir or madam? Do I
Madam!
know the voice? Madam.
Help!
There is something stuck to you. Yes. If you just calm down a little bit, a friend of mine is
Help
coming
me!
to help with the situation. Just try to stay calm. All right, we are trying to help you.
Roll me an animal handling check.
All right.
And to the rest of you, what are you guys doing?
Ferrari's approaching, bag of pixie dust available and ready to go.
It's a 23 on animal handling, by the way.
23. Okay. Are you
Damn.
guys following the dragonfly in the air? Like all three of you?
Yes.
Okay. Jackson, what you're saying to the dragon is it's like, okay, calm. The dwarf is not helping. He's kicking and throwing his legs, but what you're seeing, the dragonfly begins to slow, very much slow down. But the momentum of him going from really fast to really slow, you see he's beginning to slip from the harness.
How long do I think Ferrari will get to the man before he falls?
Ferrari,
Yeah.
roll me flat d20.
Oh, fuck. I've not been rolling well, fellas. I rolled a 2!
A 2. You reach out, you're inches away, but his foot slips from the stirrups. Your hand grasps at the empty air. The dragonfly, very much calm now, just, it is much better. I much prefer this scenario. Go on, Cassinity.
I was seeing if there's anything I could do.
I think at this point, I gotta try to catch him. I'm assuming, unless anyone has
I will
magic
say,
that
Ferrari,
can...
you're very close. Do you want to try and grab him as he's falling through the air?
Fuck it, we'll tumble to the ground.
Okay. First of all, I need you to roll me a strength check to see if you can grab him and hold him up. He is a dwarf. Bit of a hefty fellow.
I'm ready to intercept if she fails, right? I'm assuming.
We shall see. What did you roll?
A 3!
You grab hold of this dwarf's ankle, and you're like, I got this. But gravity does not like you right now. And you are both pulled immediately down to the ground, where you see Jackson is underneath Jackson. Are you bracing to catch them?
Yeah, definitely.
So...
And he's warning his dragonfly too, like, this might be a little rough, but it's gonna be alright, okay?
Okay.
What do you need me to do?
I need you to roll me one more animal handling check.
Okay. That is going to be a 19.
A 19. Okay, I'm gonna roll something, okay? Hold on. Ferrari and the dwarf make contact with your dragonfly. You brace it as best you can. First, it is the dwarf who lands almost in your lap on this dragonfly, and Cassinity and Velvet, you accompany Jackson just in case someone slips any further down to the ground, and then Ferrari hits. But Ferrari's got bird bones. She's hollow. She's not very heavy. You don't touch the ground. You not crash into anything. And the dragonfly that is now calm is now just flying through its training on the figure eight very calmly with no rider on its back. And below you, you hear an eruption of cheering and clapping. You see Witchlight hands giving you an applaud. And we're going to move the mood meter up 1.
Let's go!
If I'm...
You back to neutral.
We'll go back to the neutral marker.
Back to neutral. See, we got it. We got it, fellas. We got it.
And you all land one at a time, helping the dwarf off, who slips off and onto his feet and brushes himself down. You now notice he has a bright blue beard, and he's clearly a little startled. Little Days was like, "Thank you. I thought I was a goner for sure."
Don't worry.
I did the saddle. It felt loose. I slipped it. I swear it wasn't me.
Hey, no one was saying it was, but the only thing that's important is that you're safe and nothing happened, and we can. You can keep having a fun time. Seems like a really, really nice place here.
Oh, goodness. And he begins to stumble off, and you guys look up to the sky again. You see the dragonfly that had the dwarf. The saddle is now hanging off the side, kind of like very loosely tied on, and the dragonfly goes to land. And all of you accompany your dragonflies back to the lily pads, and you all land, and the treant himself is clapping, but it sounds like just wood hitting each other. Then you see the little squirrel kind of poke out and then dart back inside the canopy above. I will get you a picture of the treant real fast.
Time to play Smash or Pass, guys.
Then I will post this in Born From Us.
The age-old tradition of would or would not with me with any character. Wood.
He is made of wood. You are correct.
You're correct.
You all landed.
And
Very good adventures. I swore I tied those saddles down quite tight. I'm very precise. And Jackson, since your speak with animals is up because we're using Baldur's Gate logic, it's active all day until the long rest. You hear the
Let's
squirrel
go.
going, "Yes, I knew you did. I assisted you too. This is quite strange."
Jackson will look at him and be like, "Are there any other hands that help you out?"
No,
Time to time, you know,
it's
yeah.
just us two. We are responsible for the dragonfly rides. It's quite strange.
I'm not gonna doubt your abilities. Maybe just something with the saddle came loose. Just I don't know how old they are or how often they're maintained. And maybe it's just
They are made fresh for every carnival. This is strange. I'll have to speak to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. This is no good. No good at all.
Jackson will just kind of look at me like, "Well, if we see anything, we'll let you guys or one of the hands know, and hopefully, you guys can get that fixed up, and we can continue on with normal procedures."
Thank you. This is
Wait, so was it the harness itself was broken?
I'm unsure. It seems it came loose as he was taking off, which is I tie those down quite tight. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light have personally put me in charge of this.
May I go see it?
Yes, I will have to close down the ride for a little while to make sure nothing happens like this. Goodness.
I want to go look at the harness to see like where it might have gotten loose or like broken.
How are you investigating this?
I want to look at the harness. If it was like leaning to one side, I'd want to look at the other side to see like.
Okay, so you're just normal investigating. You're not using any magical means or anything like that.
Well, not right now.
Okay, roll me normal investigation.
Investigation. 19.
Okay. With a 19, you see where the saddle had come loose. It is very much as if someone rushed over and unbuckled it right before he took off, but you know that's not possible because you were there next to him.
Yeah. What is the treant's name?
The treant said, did I give you his name? I don't think I did.
I don't
think so.
But just his name is Northwind.
Hey, could you come over here for a second? I know you're meaning to talk to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
Yes, yes. He kind of stands up. He's really tall once he stands up. He is a tree after all, and he plods over and leans down to look at what you're pointing at.
It doesn't look like it was broken, but it looked like someone possibly undid it. So, I'm not like doubting you on your job. I know you're really good at it. So, and we didn't see anyone here even do it when we were taking off.
It seems there is more than just the Fae here. Goodness. Thank you for your help, adventurers. I hope I can be of more assistance next time and not get somebody killed. Goodness.
Well, no one got hurt, so just.
Yes, I wouldn't like to invoke the anger of Mr. Witch or Mr. Light. They're not even from the Feywild, but they do instill a good authority here.
Well, you're doing a really good job, I says. So just take it easy on yourself. It could just be some idiot out there doing something, or it could just happen on its own.
Yes. Well, thank you again, adventurers. I will get back to my work here. And
Alright.
Stay safe.
the rest of you, what were you doing, Jackson and Aurora? You were speaking to Northwind, were you? Or am I being stupid?
Right, I was like definitely there before Cassandra asked him to come over. I think I would have just chilled out with everyone else and just kept an eye out because it seemed like something may have tampered with it, so he wants to see if he's noticing anything out of the
You're on a
ordinary.
perception check.
Okay, that'll be a 14.
Okay. You'll keep an eye out. You're looking at the tree lines. You're looking at the guests walking by, and you don't quite spot. There's nothing out of the ordinary here. It seems what happened out of accident, perhaps, or
Okay.
just a wild course of events. But to the rest
All
of
right,
you,
yeah.
where are we off to in the Witchlight Carnival?
Forward.
Forward. Forward.
Onward and upwards.
All we can
Do
do
we
is go
wanna-
forward.
I would say, do we want to just do the outline, like the?
Yeah, we can do that. Figure it.
Is she all going to the feasting orchard?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, you guys head over to the feasting orchard.
I thought it said
Oh.
feasty. I was like, huh?
Music and mirth radiate from this park. The herdy scent of flowers, mead, and berry pie waft through the air. Stilt walkers pluck fruit from the trees, musical drum, pipe, and strum, and everywhere there is singing, dancing, and quite frankly, a stupid amount of custard. And you all step into the feasting orchard, and here you are.
What is this weird non-liquidy stuff?
You mean custard?
Watered?
Custard? It's I don't know where the name came from, but it's like a sort like you described it, sort of like a paste. They make them in plenty of different flavors. I'm not sure exactly what flavors these ones come in, but yeah, it's just sort of a delicacy, like a treat that people make.
As you're walking in,
Oh.
you see a gnome who is plucking at a lute, who's swinging from a swing attached to a pear tree, and she welcomes you all in as she's playing.
Rari's gonna wave.
She whips back.
Let's go. Let's see. What am I craving?
Stepping into these, there are various little pop-up little, almost like cooking tents, filled with anything you could desire.
You know what I'm craving?
What is it? What are you craving?
Fish stuffed with insects. Ooh.
Jackson's just like standing there.
Cassandra's just gonna look at her with a smile and a thumbs up.
Or chicken stuffed with mice.
I don't know if that's exactly something they do here. They might. I mean,
Sorry.
I mean, she is a bird.
As you're
Smile.
walking by, a bullywug, not bullywug, what do you call them? Bugbear. A bugbear stood there in a pinny, kind of like spinning a big spit that has some kind of like giant ball on the spit as he's spinning. Welcome, travellers. Bit hungry?
Hello. Very hungry.
yeah, I'd say we could all use a bite to eat.
You're quite the appetite.
Yes.
Well, you can order something here, or you can take part in our contest.
A contest, you say?
Yes, every kind of looks at like a little watch on his wrist. Every hour or so, we do a fairy cake eating contest.
What's a fairy cake?
You know what a fairy cake is?
No, not really. I'm not really lodged on anything to do with
A
fair.
very like almost like street magician fashion. He kind of holds out a hand and then waves his other hand over it, and a very small like cupcake appears with like various differently coloured icing. It looks like it's been covered in some kind of glitter. Now this is a fairy cake. A little bit smaller than your normal cupcake, and you get to wash it down with some custard.
The paste stuff, that reminds me of my...
Don't.
Never mind.
Yeah, don't.
So can I interest you all in a taking part in contest? We've got about 10 minutes till our next one.
You can interest me.
Yeah, sure, I'm in.
Right, it'll take one punch on your ticket, folks.
Here you go.
Now, who's taking part?
I will.
I'm
Why
gonna
not?
use
I will.
physical dice because I don't like the story that D&D Beyond is telling.
Anyone else
I'm in.
taking part?
Yeah, I'm in.
Kessin, is it?
Smile, but thumbs down.
You're not taking part?
No.
Okay. Well, folks, take a seat at the tables over there, and the cupcakes will be with you in about 5-10 minutes or so.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Varar's gonna take a seat.
And it begins turning the spit once more. Now, for the next few minutes, you're all sat there enjoying the company of each other, smiling. Cassidity looking a little downtrodden, not taking part in the cupcake eating contest.
Untrodden?
You kind of look a little bit down, you know. It's food. You love a good snack. I can imagine only Cassidity looks a little bit
No.
sad.
Out of character when I say this, one of my actual descriptions is I do not trust food or drinks not prepared by me and must check for poison or worse, too much salt. So I am very happily not eating that food.
Okay, then Cassidity's almost sat there like a food critic who's not eating.
No, I'm just happy to see my friends happy.
You all sit down, you're all waiting for the cupcakes, and you hear the bugbear from earlier. Hello, folks, welcome to the first annual fairy cake eating contest of the Witchlight Festival. I may warn you, there's going to be a lot of custard, so if you don't like custard, it's a bit late, but we do hope you enjoy the contest. Now, the rules are, you've got to eat as many cupcakes as can be permitted, and you can wash it down with some custard. The last one standing will win. And music begins playing out of nowhere. You see the gnome swinging back and forth on the swing. She plays her lute, but it sounds almost like a full band is playing all around you. You hear cheering, confetti, and before you, in like a sprinkle of glitter and twilight, is the cupcakes begin appearing. And you look to the bugbear and goes, on your marks, get set, go. And we're going to start. I need all of you
Oh.
to start slamming down some Constitution saving throws.
Constitution
Absolutely.
saving
First
throw.
one.
Okay. That's good. Not decent.
But I need to get some numbers off you before you tell me there's other numbers. I need you to tell me. Hold on, let me read this.
I'll put a divider so that we know where our saves are.
Okay. I need all of you to put your Constitution modifiers in the list, please.
Okay.
Okay, so +2. Okay. So, you begin slamming cupcakes. Jackson, you throw one back. You throw back another. And another. And then another 2. Varora, you follow in hot pursuit, doing the exact same amount of cupcakes. Velvet, you throw back the same amount, but just one less. Now, would all of you like to push for one more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Can I use the one I already rolled, or do you want me to re-roll?
Look at the one you've got. I don't mind.
Okay. All right.
Hey, guys, I just rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. Then Velvet.
Since I already rolled the con save, I'll do another, but I rolled a 4.
Okay. You
Fucked.
take 3 points of custard damage. as you slam back a cupcake, which are very sweet, very tasty, but you're slamming back the custard to wash it down, and it kind of goes down the wrong pipe, and you take 3 points of custard damage. And you see all people around you, everyone's keeping pace, nobody seems to be nobody seems to be struggling, no one's out just yet, and I need you all to roll again. No, you don't need to roll anything. I'm going to ask you all, are you slamming one more once you finish your cupcake?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going. Yeah.
Okay. I need the Constitution saving throws if you want to slam another one.
Hey.
Oh, dirty 20 from me.
Dirty
Okay.
20 from me too.
Okay.
Yeah. Look,
Keep going, Val. Keep going.
19. Ooh.
Hey, you all slam back these cupcakes. We want to slam another one before the next round.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
it.
another Constitution saving throw. The editor's going to hate this part of the video.
Oh god, here I go. Oh, another 19.
Boom.
Oh damn.
Another dirty.
Okay.
I've got a 21.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Do you want to slam another one?
Fuck yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Throw it again.
Keep going.
How many cupcakes do you have to eat before you win the round?
17
Let us
from me.
see.
Wait, another one?
I
another one.
rolled
Keep going.
15.
A what, sorry?
An 18.
Okay.
6.
Okay, Velvet, you take 1 point of custard damage. As you're reaching through these cupcakes, and you now get to a different set of cupcakes, different coloured icing. As you bite this, it's filled with something. It's filled with custard. But not any kind of custard. It's berry custard. It's sickeningly sweet, and you're starting to feel a little bit of an effect. And the next round begins. You all slam the same amount of cupcakes, apart from Velvet, who's one behind, but is now catching up. You see a few people are starting to struggle around you. One person's been knocked out. It seems to be a little gnome fella his stomach is bulging from the amount of cupcakes he's been slamming, and his face and his shirt is covered in berry custard. Now, are you all slamming more cupcakes?
Yeah.
I need this Constitution saving throw. It's getting harder. It's getting much harder to stomach these cupcakes.
Oh boy.
Hey, that's gonna be a 21.
17 from me.
Okay.
9.
Okay, Velvet, you take 8 points of custard damage.
Oh!
It's getting harder to swallow. The sickeningly sweet custard is starting to get to you. No matter amount of chewing, it seems that they're only getting thicker. And the next round begins. Another set of cupcakes appear. These ones looking much bigger. And the stuffing, the filling, is now oozing out of the sides of the cupcake. These ones are going to be hard to eat. You slam them down. Roll me some Constitution saving throws. These ones themselves are hard to eat. You don't have to slam any more to make these saves.
Okay. That's a 15 from me.
Okay.
That's another natural 20.
Okay, and Velvet?
16.
Okay, Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
7 points of custard damage.
Oh,
It's getting harder.
it's too much.
Oh, we're slamming extras.
I'm gonna keep going. I
I gotta
gotta.
keep going.
Constitution saving throws from those who want to eat one more before the next round begins.
Hey, that's gonna be my first 11.
17 from me.
So Jackson, you get used to this one quite quickly. You acclimate very fast, but Jackson, Nova Ferrari, and Velvet, it's now a D12.
Oh.
You both take 9 points of custard damage.
Oh!
Oh.
It's beginning
What
to
happened to-
fill. Your stomach is beginning to fill it to the seams. You feel a little sick. It's not doing well, and the next round begins. Bigger.
Rennie,
Yes,
real quick, what happens if I, quote unquote, die here?
you shall see.
Um.
You see the next custards appear in front of you with the same sprinkle of twilight and glitter. They're bigger. The size of 2 fists put together.
Oh, no.
The filling is running out of them, basically. And it's time to slam. You all eat the cupcakes. I have the numbers on screen with me, by the way, so I know who's currently in the lead. Around you, you see people are dropping like flies. They are not able to keep up. Some of the biggest men and the biggest women here are falling out of the competition. You see, as they get to a certain point after taking so much custard damage, put that on screen in yellow text, custard damage. They don't seem to die. They seem to just fall unconscious. And the Witchlight hands come over and begin seeing to them and helping them with anything that's happened to them. All of you roll me constitution saving throws. It's getting harder.
Come on. Let's go. All right, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
19.
19.
I'm
I'm rolling really good.
Oh, that's a nat one.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh, no.
all of you are taking custard damage. That is 11 points of custard damage.
Oh, that's almost twice my fucking current health. I drop.
As you see Velvet slams in one more cupcake, eyeing you all down, she's determined, but it's too much. The custard takes over, and she falls back out of her chair onto the soft grass, and immediately tended to by the Witchlight hands. And you look around, Verori and Jackson. It's just you two left. You are eye to eye. The table themselves move to put you guys facing each other. The table is cleared, and before you is set 2 ginormous cupcakes, the size of a small dog. And the bugbear steps out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are last 2 survivors. Are you two willing to put it all on the line to win the prize?
Jackson is just like, he is barely holding on, but he's just like, let's do it.
Jackson, I'm going to make you eat this cupcake and cry.
It's there already.
Beautiful words from our contestants, folks. We wish them the best, and the music begins picking up. It's playing faster, it's louder. People are cheering all around you, clapping, and it's time to begin. You begin going at these cupcakes like savage animals, just slamming back handful after handful of cupcake. I need both of you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
21.
Nat 20!
For a total of
22.
you both take the damage. That's 9 points of custard damage.
I'm still in it.
I'm still in it.
You're both eyeing each other down. You have not blinked this entire time. People are cheering and screaming your names. You are slamming back handful after handful. Roll me one more save.
This will determine it.
We're both gonna die.
17.
17.
17.
You both take the damage. Who's got the higher constitution?
Who's
The
got
D12 is out. Are we ready?
it? Uh-huh.
7 points of custard damage.
I'm in still.
I'm out.
Oh!
As you're looking at Jackson, your beak opens. You shove one more handful of cupcake, and it was just too much. The stomach is at its bursting point. The custard running down your chest, spilling over your legs and the table, and you slip into what seems to be a magical sleep.
I do?
No, Ferrari.
Okay.
Jackson, you see her drop, and you each finger as you stand up and cheer.
He's not that clean, by the way. He is like very sluggishly he is. I'm at 3 HP right now. So
Stands up wobbly,
is
almost
so-
drunk from the berry custard. The bugbear comes over, takes your wrist and puts it into the air. And folks, we have our champion. What's your name, son?
Jackson.
Jackson of just Jackson.
Yeah, just Jackson.
Just Jackson. And you hear everybody chanting, just Jackson, just Jackson.
He's
You see your friends around you covered in berry custard, bits of cupcake. It's like a battlefield of dozens of people who have dropped from this cupcake eating contest. And all of you awaken. All of your health is back. You two have taken no damage. You wake up and you're handed they don't hand you anything. I'm being stupid. The Witchlight carnival hands walk over, clipping their fingers, washing away all of the cupcake. You're all handed a shirt for taking part. It just says "I was here," and it's a cupcake with like a Fey imagery in the middle. And Jackson, they walk over to you. Here's your prize, son. And they hand you another cupcake.
Let's go.
But what it does is, it is a cupcake that acts like a potion of invisibility.
Aw.
The whole cupcake must be eaten to gain its benefit.
Okay.
And
go.
with that, we are going to raise the happiness meter by
Does
1.
my health go back as well?
Yes.
Okay.
The happiness meter goes up by 1 more, and you see people around you clapping and cheering and shaking Jackson's hand and patting Verari on her back for a valiant effort. You will never forget the term custard damage ever again.
Jackson,
Uh-huh.
if you ever see me pick up a cupcake again, shoot me. I'm a mimic.
All right. The only problem with that is I don't have anything to shoot you with.
Unfortunate. Also, everyone look in the Born From Us chat. That's a picture of all of the different bags I have.
As you're all walking out, you see the gnome give you a little wave with her hand, and in like a small little pyrotechnic display, she vanishes.
Oh.
Oh, friend.
Interesting.
Now, friends, where would you like to go?
Anywhere not with food right now.
You do have the carousel and the gondola swans as your closest destinations.
Well, where do you guys want to go?
Let's go somewhere that's not gonna spinny us too aggressively.
Yeah,
what's
probably
a
be the best.
what's a calliope?
Calliope?
I don't recognize that word.
What is this?
Yeah.
Is essentially what we're asking.
The Calliope. Let me check for you. I'm unfamiliar with that term myself.
Yeah, it's the only thing I don't really know by
Where?
looking at it.
He's using the map.
I don't think we.
The Calliope is a... I will read you the little snippet on D&D Beyond. A merry tune spills forth from an instrument on the back of a brightly painted wagon. A monkey wearing a cloak covered with buttons turns the handle at the wagon's rear, sending music into the air from rows of golden whistles. As you watch, a goblin dressed as a ladybug toddles up to you, rattling a tin cup.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the group. Didn't we come here for something very specific?
Yeah, but we haven't figured out a way yet.
We're
And
Like-
the only way to figure it out is to go through the carnival.
Do I know, Runny, about seeing Mr. Witch and Mr. Light from Tales? Like,
The only thing
Do I
you know
know
about
about
Mr. Witch
that?
and Mr. Light is they're not from the Feywild.
yeah,
That's the only
Okay,
thing you really
yeah.
know about them.
they are the people that are running this place. So maybe we wander around until we find them.
Maybe at the staff area?
Let's not trespass.
We could ask for our permission to enter. We don't need to trespass. We just like ask, hey, can we come in?
It is a staff area, and we are, in fact, I know, surprisingly, not staff.
That's
So
what
that
I
is
was
a
gonna
We
problem.
can go to Big Top then. Does Big Top lead to the staff area?
Yes.
Okay. We can go to Big Top and just see.
Again, not to be like pedantic about it or anything, but there is a whole carnival here. We could just have fun in it and see if anything leads up to it. If we just start beelining it to investigating things, people who may know us and may try to stop us may get a clue that that's why we're here.
Besides, if I have fun, my little visitor might shut the fuck up.
Who?
Velvet, you really forget things.
Bombastic
Very quickly.
side eye.
Praised.
Ferrari
Call him your
immediately
little-
drops into the holding her head position.
Don't call him your little visitor.
Well, I'd rather not say his name, because what if he decides to show up and spook me?
Just call him a big bitch then.
Anyways, I want to go to the swans. I've always wanted to see a swan, even if it's, just a ride.
You're, I don't know.
It's up to you guys. I'll follow what you guys want to do.
Move your token where you feel, guys. Where you guys feel. Oh, whoa! I can't speak.
Swan.
Swans.
Oh.
Swan.
You head over to the gondola Swans. You step through and you step on the edge of this like little dock of the water. Enormous swans glide through the water here, pulling ornate wooden gondolas draped in flowers. The swans disappear into the banks of a silvery mist as they wind their way through and down the river.
Nice.
A jetty extends ahead, and at the end of which is a waiting swan who is preening her feathers.
A jetty.
Ferrari's gonna use speak with animals and speak to the swan.
Before you even use speak with animals, she turns her head. No need, dear.
Oh, hello, ma'am.
Greetings.
Oh,
I
Rennie.
was not expecting you to be so.
sorry, isn't a jetty just a dock?
Mhm.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I just didn't know that word.
Go ahead, Ferrara.
Hello, ma'am. I wasn't expecting a kindred speaker.
Oh dear, you're at the Witchlight Carnival. What else can you expect, really?
I've never been, and I've never heard, so.
Shame, do you wish to take a ride along the gondola?
Yes,
That is one ticket punch each, if you wish.
of course.
Who's taking part?
I'll take
I guess I'll take part. Yeah.
All
Five
punch.
left.
Take a punch in your ticket.
Punch
She
you.
kind of like leans forward with her beak and kind of looks at your tickets and goes, "I trust you. Punch it yourselves."
Yeah, we can. Is there like a thing around here that we can use to, or is it just like a finger?
You have
Punch,
knives,
like-
don't you?
Ferrari's just gonna punch it with her beak.
Or the dagger.
Well, I will introduce myself. My name is Featherine.
Hello, Feathering.
I can take you along the river, around the entire carnival if you look at your maps.
Very nice, I think, actually.
Ferrari, can you book mine?
Oh, of course, and she's gonna bite Cassinity's ticket.
I
I-
can find my dagger.
All of you board the wooden gondola. Now, as you're going down the river, Featherine looks back to you all, and it's kind of like giving you a very judgeful look. I'm going to ask you all a question, and I expect an answer.
Okay.
Those who impress me, I will continue a conversation with. The rest I will ignore for the rest of the trip.
Of course. Oh.
We've been ignored.
We failed already.
Sorry, someone came in and gave me a nice cold drink. I will ask you several questions, and those who impress me I will continue a conversation with. The rest I will ignore, correct?
Yes.
To you, my feathered friend,
Hmm.
in worlds so full of magic, is time an illusion?
In my experience, time is a fickle thing. That is all I shall say.
And to you, the man in blue, how do I know you exist?
Jackson definitely is like, this is the wrong ride to be on. Is there any way I could try to roll to see if you would be able to answer that, or is it just because he will not give
save you here.
he just doesn't answer. He's just like, I'll resign myself to my fate. He just turns. He has no idea how to answer that.
And you, halfling, is it?
Mhm.
What is joy?
Joy is the thing that I give to my friends.
And you, Baxir,
Mhm.
I will ask you the same I asked the feathered one. In a world so full of magic, is time an illusion?
If you know the right spells, I would assume so.
I see. She turns to both Acinity and Ferrari. You two seem very interesting.
Damn.
Very good answers.
Thank you.
Now, I am a woman of various informations and gossip, as you see. I have in my possession information that might be most helpful.
Information of which variety?
Gossip.
I am a bird of gossip, you see.
I'd love to
Well,
gossip with you.
On this river is a thing called the Silver Song Lake, to which a mermaid named Palasha sings, correct? Well, her and the little mime called Candlefoot had a little getaway, you see, and he declared his love for her in front of everyone. But just before Candlefoot could answer, no word escaped his lips, and the poor thing, Palasha, was so distraught, you see.
Oh.
Is she
Now-
okay?
No, she hasn't sung since we opened the carnival. Not a single word has left her lips. But the problem is, Candlefoot has some information for Mr. Witcher, Light, which he must deliver. As she goes on, taking you down the river, just going over gossip of the carnival, you learn that her and a staff member called Burley, who is the right-hand man to the Witchlight brothers, are very good friends. And if you wish to meet Burley to ask any questions about the carnival or Mr. Witcher, Mr. Light, she could arrange that for you.
I would like that. Is there anything that we could help you with?
No, you have satisfied my curiosity, dear. I will spread the word of your intrigue to the others.
Thank you.
And may we speak to the mermaid that's distraught?
I would go speak with Candlefoot first. He runs the Hall of Illusions, you see.
Oh.
And eventually, you come to the end of the Gondola Swan ride. If you see, you go all the way around in a clockwise fashion around, eventually ending back at the Silver Song Lake at the jetty. And with that, as you all step off, Featherine seems quite happy and very pleased, and much to what she said, she does spread the word, and we're going to move the counter up by 1.
Let's go.
Jackson's stepping off like, how do I know I'm real? He's like looking at his hands. Like that
Jackson.
question troubled him the entire ride.
Jackson,
Do you say that out loud?
He's like mumbling it. Like he's.
Do I
he's
hear
not
that?
saying it. He's not trying to hide it. No, I imagine you would.
I'm gonna go over and hold one of his hands. Well, I'm grateful for you to always be around.
Well, thanks. That means a lot. That was just a
Jackson.
really hard-hitting question for no reason.
No, you're fake, dear. You're not real.
I want to know how we'll figure out if you're real or not.
How?
Come here.
I do the hand and kiss gesture to the the swan.
Jackson, come here.
Okay. Just like slowly
up.
goes over.
Hold out your hand.
Okay.
She's gonna pluck out one of her feathers and put it in his hand. Does that feel real?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Does it feel warm?
Kinda.
Did you see me pluck it from my body?
Yes, I think. I hope.
Are you hearing the pain in my voice from me plucking it from my body?
I mean, you're trying to hide it pretty well, but yeah.
Congratulations, you are real.
He just like, kind of looks down and is just, oh.
You just
Like,
hear
he's
from Featherine as you're leaving. How do you know it wasn't an illusion, dear?
Katarina, you're very sweet, but shush.
He goes back to, oh, like he's still thinking about it. Like,
Jackson,
I'm good. I'm good. Do you want
Get
this
outta
back? Holds out the feather.
I physically cannot reattach it to my body, so go ahead and keep it.
All right. He'll like tuck it in a pocket somewhere, just on himself, just like okay, tucks it away.
As you do that, then you step off of the gondola. We're going to move the hour counter up by 1.
Let's go.
You're
So-
2 hours away from the big top extravaganza.
Big talk.
Now, where would you guys like to go?
Well, let's go to the Hall of Illusion so we can talk to, was it Candlefoot?
Yes.
I'm assuming you guys
Or-
found something out. I was sort of preoccupied.
So there was this mermaid that professed her love to Candlefoot, and Candlefoot didn't respond. So we want to check with him to make sure that everything's okay. Because he has word that he has to give to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
Did it? So it sounds kind of like he could talk before and just didn't
Oh, he
this time.
can't speak.
But what I'm saying is, it would be weird to not have a response if he could never speak.
Yes. So it's like his voice was stolen from him.
This is this is Fey shenanigans. I mean, it's possible, but if you guys want to go to the Hall of Illusions, I'm not going to say no. It sounds like an interesting time either way.
What
And if
punches do we have on our tickets?
we all have, well, except for Cassinity, we all have 5. Cassinity has 6.
Dragonfly, feasting, gondola. That's-
Cassinity didn't do the feasting, so
That's
Cassinity has one
only
more than
3.
us. And we have
Yeah.
8 total.
That's only so we have 5 left.
We have 5 left.
Yeah.
Except for Cassinity, who has 6.
Very good.
Yeah,
Meh.
Johnny had 5 apples.
Math is not my strong suit.
You see a cart
apparently.
pass and it's Johnny with a bunch of apples.
I didn't say that in game.
So are you guys heading over to the Hall of Illusions?
Yes.
Okay.
I will say out of character just because the first campaign I ever did. And if you see me do it IRL, every time I speak out of character, I cross my fingers. And I still have that habit.
As you approach the Hall of Illusions, a glass cabinet stands near the entrance of this tent.
A glass cabinet.
A glass cabinet sits in front of the entrance to the tent. Those who approach it, hold on. Oh, headache!
Oh no.
I got
Don't
brain
die.
freeze.
Renee, stop dying.
That nice cool drink's kind of coming back to bite you now, isn't it?
It was a nice coffee. It was so good.
Oh,
I got brain freeze. It was so good, but it wasn't worth. It was worth it, but ow!
The Fae are biting us in the ass.
Brain freeze.
our storyteller's being distracted. Oh no.
Oh. Okay, so you approach the Hall of Illusions. You see outside of the tent a glass cabinet, and you see a halfling couple holding hands approaching the glass cabinet, and one of the halflings has got like a butterfly face paint on, and he drops to one knee and pulls a small box from his pocket, and his sweetheart bursts into laughter and begins rolling on the ground. The halfling with the face paint kind of looks down at her, and you see him questioning her before he begins sobbing. And he darts right past Candlefoot into the Hall of Illusions without his ticket being punched.
Oh no.
And as you're watching this other halfling roll around on the ground, laughing hysterically, gripping her stomach, 2 Witchlight hands walk over, and they kind of got like candy stripe uniforms on. They look like medics, and they kind of shuffle her onto a gurney and rush over to what seems to be like a little medical tent somewhere in the carnival. And those approaching the cabinet, a wooden mannequin of a grinning, raven-haired young woman in like a witchy outfit, has a green flowing cape, hovers inside of this cabinet, and at the top of the cabinet you see a sign that reads, Tasha the Wizard, known for her hideous laughter.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Now,
That's fucked up.
if anyone wants to roll a history check, I can get some more information.
I'm gonna roll immediately.
I don't think
gonna
so.
try
I
it.
don't think Jackson would be very good at this kind of magic thing.
I have a
rolled
16.
5. Never mind. I know nothing.
Oh, well.
16.
Oh, well. Jeez. That's a 3.
Okay, so the only person that knows about this would be Cassinity. You read the sign and you look at the little effigy in the middle of this cabinet, and you know that Tasha was one of the reputable names for the Witch Queen, a very prestigious, legendary archmage. And now all of you, since you're in front of this cabinet, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, that's a 5.
Uh-oh, how
I got a nat
unfortunate.
1, but I'm a halfling. So
I rolled a
let's see.
14.
I got a 12.
So we have a 12,
11.
an 11, a
5.
5, and a Ferrari.
Downward.
I got a 14, I believe.
So the only one who is unaffected by this is Ferrari. And all of you begin laughing hysterically, gripping your stomachs, falling to your knees, laughing as hard as you possibly can. And Ferrari, you're watching all of your friends just burst out into laughter.
Ha 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 ha.
What is going on?
Ha 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 ha.
What is happening?
Ha 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 ha.
I hate that laugh. Put it away.
John Beef, whoever is listening, explain.
Uh,
I don't think,
Ha ha ha.
I don't think you have access to John Beef, so
I
I just can
don't
hear
have
you
access
through
to
me.
John Beef, but I'm asking for help.
Like, unless he can hear you through me, of course, but I don't know.
Ha 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 ha.
as you're all laughing,
Stop.
can you guys all roll me another saving throw? As you're trying to break yourselves out of this. You guys know what this is. You've seen this spell thrown around plenty of times.
A 21 for me.
Yeah, you
23.
Stand up. Yeah, you stand up.
4!
And the cat doesn't.
And Ferrari slap a velvet.
Oh,
Yeah,
ow.
roll an unarmed
that-
strike.
Well,
An
that wasn't
unarmed
very funny.
strike.
Oh god.
That's gonna be a 3.
So you miss.
Oh
You
my
just fucking hit the ground.
God.
I'm gonna cast guidance on.
Right, we'll roll one more time. Then you can add a d4 to
Alright.
this.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Yeah, you get up. You brush it off, your stomach hurts, tears are rolling down your faces, you wipe them away, and you see Candlefoot just stood there, staring at you all.
Good
We need to
evening.
go
You
find that-
approach the Hall of Illusions. This is a large tent painted with a mural of shifting images that show grinning fairies diving into pools of colour. The
I feel like we should.
helical stripes of the tent to pointed canopies rotate in spirals, and the whole display seems to be designed to befuddle onlookers. A clown dressed in muted garb stands at the tent entrance, blinking at you.
I feel like we need to go find that halfling and explain to him what happened.
Oh, we definitely should.
Well, isn't this hello? And he's like saying that to the dude that's standing there.
Candlefoot looks at you and just waves.
Is this the? He turns back to the others. Is this who we were looking for?
Yes.
No, I'll turn back to him. Yeah, he goes, we were given some info that you might have needed some help with something, and
The knight looks between you all and like sets down this little basket of flowers he's holding, and begins like miming out him, like pointing to his throat, and then making a symbol with birds with his hands.
His voice flew away.
or someone took it and he's giving a descriptor of who it was.
You just see Candlefoot shrug.
Very informative. Thank you.
Would you like a piece of paper to give your response
Another shrug.
to the mermaid?
As you mentioned mermaid, he sees his face saddens and he mimes out crying.
Do you
Well,
care about her?
He nods.
Okay. Well, how about we go over and you can give your response.
He shakes his head and he points to his throat.
We can help you.
You can still nod, can't you?
You see, he kind of looks a little bit.
I'll be your voice.
He kind of gets dejected as you're kind of suggesting you'll speak for him. And he sort of frowns at you all and shakes his head.
In the matter of love, you don't let other people speak for you. Your
That's why I
voice
said he can
is...
nod.
No. If you have a voice, you need to use it.
Well, he
And his
doesn't.
voice. But he does. It's just gone, and we need to find it.
I don't see what the
Let's go
problem
find it.
is here. We have, as a society, we have nodding and shaking your head for yes and no. What's
This
the
is
problem?
also
This is
also
gonna
the
grab
Feywild, which
Velvet's.
doesn't like confined to normal rules, as you know.
I'm gonna grab Velvet's hand. Okay, let's go look for the voice. You were like a daughter to me. How come?
What about the dude that ran in there? I noticed he didn't get a ticket punched. What's gonna happen to him?
You see a look of worry crosses Candlefoot's face, and he kind of like turns his toes inwards a little bit nervously, and he gives a very subtle shrug, as he doesn't know.
Oh.
Well,
Well, let's go
If
get
you
ours
guys-
punched and let's go help.
yeah, that's what I was just about to suggest.
You see, he reaches into like a little the basket again he's carrying and pulls out a hole punch and holds up the one finger,
For
Oh.
holds out a ticket.
Yeah,
and he punches
I'll
you
take
all in.
Thank you.
and I'm immediately going in to try to find the dude that ran in there.
Okay, you walk in, and you see it's a very sort of like cramped space as you enter, and you're first entered into a room of very tall mirrors that line the interior walls of the tent. The mirrors that you look into at the entrance, you all look into them, and you see yourselves in your youth, in your prime, the fittest and healthiest you've been in your young age. And the more you look into the mirror, you see yourselves slowly get older and older and older until you reach like your twilight years. Now, to all
You
of
look
you,
just like me now.
I'm gonna go one at a time. Cassidity, what do you look like in your twilight years as a old halfling man in this image?
The exact same I look now.
Just your beard and your mustache is a little bit grayer in places.
These kids stress me out.
Varora, how do you look like in your twilight years as an owlin?
Ferrari, her already gray feathers are completely white now. Her beak is pale and chipped in certain places from use. Her wings are a bit more frail looking, almost arthritic in appearance. But she seems content, happy.
Velvet, how do you look like in your twilight years as a tabaxi
Scruffy.
calico?
Scruffy.
Scruffy. You ever seen an old calico? They look scary.
They look terrifying.
Imagine a kitten.
Yo.
Imagine a kitten sort of look.
Mm.
Wait, Twilight. Wait, I'm confused. Are we doing
Twi-
like the younger?
Your
years or
twilight
older
is
years?
in the oldest that you can be. Your twilight years.
Oh, yeah, then grayed out, matted and scruffy fur.
Jackson,
Tired
Revert to
eyes.
Kitten.
what's your twilight years looking like?
Definitely like grayish to whitish hair. Definitely like wrinkles on his skin. Like anything that is stress related, like stress can cause, is probably on him. Like he is probably not as
Now I'm going to add a little bit for you,
Good.
Jackson.
Oh boy.
In your twilight years, you look at your older self, and you're in your current clothing, but you do see from your back 2 large wings.
Huh?
Everyone see? Does everyone see everyone else's reflection, or is it
Yeah.
just we see our own?
You can look into others people's mirrors.
Does Sparky have a reflection?
No.
Does Sparky? Oh no, because he's not out. He's not out. Never mind. I
not
never
out.
brought him out. But yeah, Jackson will definitely like lean forward a bit. He looks very confused as he like
Nice wings.
looks at his back. I don't think I'm supposed to have those. Looks back at the reflection again.
Hey Jackson, nice wings.
You see, he kind of turns to Raj. Thanks. Like, looks very confused.
You know, they're a bit weird. You know, they don't look like mine, so that's odd. But you know, they're wings nonetheless.
Do I like you said they were dragon wings or just?
Mhm.
He kind of looks forward again. Just it's kind of weird, but he like shakes his head to see if it's just him like imagining things. Like he knows someone
Very much
already
still
else
there.
saw it, but he's still much still there. Okay, he's just very confused and you know, so Sparky can go anywhere and be anywhere without eating ticket, right?
Mhm.
Like if I pull him out in here, it doesn't. I won't be breaking rules as far
You'll
as
be
I know.
breaking rules, yeah.
I'm gonna let Sparky out of the little out of the amulet and see if he has a different reflection.
You see, when Sparky's brought out and he stands in front of a mirror, he doesn't have a reflection here.
Oh no! Jackson
What?
immediately regrets his decision.
What color were Jackson's wings in the reflection?
Jackson's looking at your wings. They match the venturing blue.
Okay.
Does Sparky match that blue?
Yeah, it's pretty
Sparky
close.
is generally, yeah.
Hmm.
Very confused, but
But as you're looking for this, so who's looking after for the halfling?
All of us.
I'll go.
Are you
How far
are you dedicating at least a minute to this?
yeah.
Well
After I
over.
shake out of this like stupor, yeah, definitely.
I need all of you to roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Oh boy, come on.
I rolled a 24.
17.
I rolled a
I got a
24.
7.
All but Cassidy. Cassidy, you're pulled along as they catch up to the halfling, who is you find him in a room also filled with mirrors, and he's stood there looking into a mirror, tears still running down his face. He's oh goodness. And you try to step into the room and something stops you as you look to the mirror that he's looking into, and you see what looks to be a small girl wearing a mask. A mask you readily recognize as the ones that the cult wear. And she holds a finger up to her lips, and you hear, "No worry, I can help you. But you did break a rule, Mr. Rubin."
No,
And
no, 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 no.
Trying to
no,
get in
no,
there,
No, no.
you keep trying to push through, and something's holding you back. Almost like a barrier is holding you back. And you see the little girl pushes her hand out of the mirror, and you hear her say, "Now, I can help you, but you did break a rule. Come with me, and we'll speak to those in charge, shall we?" And you see him like he like rubs his eyes and he nods, and as she pulls him into the mirror, you feel the barrier pushing you out of the room kind of fades, and as he's pulled through the mirror, you step into the room, and the one thing that doesn't come with him is the small wooden box with the ring as it clatters to the ground.
I immediately want to inspect the mirror that they went through and see if it's anything but a mirror.
You walk up to the mirror, you look behind it, it's kind of like stood in the middle of the room, there's nothing behind it, you touch it, and you put your hand against the glass, and it's just a normal mirror.
Damn it!
That's
We
spooky.
go in.
It's
I
just a
think we can.
mirror. He like puts his hand on it. I'm assuming I can't go through it.
Yeah, nothing happens.
He doesn't do it. He just keeps going hand on mirror, off, on, off, just like to get the point like can't get through. Like
As you're like debating in this room, you hear the squeak of wooden floor, and you turn and you see Candlefoot kind of stood there like nervously holding his hands together, like peeking around the corner into the room.
Jackson will immediately kind of pick up the box and walk over and just be like, I don't know what the dude just got pulled through a mirror by some little girl. I mean, it's weird. I know I've seen the mask she's wearing before in other matters. It's not good.
He shrugs.
This conversation with him is not too easy. Is there someone we need to tell about this or something? I mean,
Again, he like looks around to try to explain how. He points to the wooden box that you're holding with the ring in it, and holds up the map of the carnival and points to something that is labeled lost property. It's not on the map actually, but you know, but it is there. It's near the ticket booth.
It
He
is.
points
It is
to that.
there. Yeah. Okay. I guess we could go there next.
And then after that, we need to help Candlefoot.
Yeah. But we don't know where to start. Like, Jax is super like he's stressed out now.
What can
Ferrari's
steal a
gonna
voice?
start stress printing her feathers. Why did the map just get darker?
Wait, what can steal a voice? Could I history check that?
You can
Like
Arcana
stories
check
and-
that for me.
Arcana check. A 12?
You know of very little things that are capable of stealing a voice, but you know some well-versed wizards and some warlocks are capable of stealing voices.
So I guess we're looking for a magical person here, even though we're in the Fey.
Well, I haven't seen it. Has anything else gone wrong here? Like, other than because someone definitely messed with that saddle, right? Like we're
and
pretty
it looks like
certain
it was
of that.
well, it looks like it was undone, but none of us saw anyone near there. So
Isn't there magic
mage
that can
hand.
make someone invisible?
I believe so. So it's a matter of us. Maybe someone's been messing with the carnival,
Perhaps. I mean,
and they're letting people get hurt, and now they're targeting even the residents here, or the workers.
well, we'll help however we can. And we know for a fact now after this that the cult is involved somewhat in something relating to here, which is something we definitely need to investigate further.
And with that, you all leave the Hall of Illusions. Candlefoot falling behind, who merely just stands outside waiting for people to enter with his hole punch. And guys, move your token to the next part of the carnival. And once you guys have decided, that is where we're going to end today's session.
Gotcha. Do we want to just go straight for the lost property, or do we want to?
Do lost property because it's better to
Yeah.
hand it in than carry it with us.
Yeah, definitely.
That's property.
Okay, you guys head over to Lost Property, and
Yoink.
that's where we're going to end today's session with the Witchlight Carnival. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have had fun. As of recording, we are currently uploading episode 3. We're doing pretty well. I'm enjoying the project. We've got the shorts up. People are loving John Beef.
John Beef. Who
We
doesn't love John Beef?
And like every
John
session we
Beef, my
end,
beloved.
we're going to go through the lovely list of people here, and we are going to get your socials. We'll start with Velvet. Velvet, where can people find you?
Twitch.tv/Velvet_BNKR.
She's been streaming some Elder Ring recently. It's been Pog. Jackson,
It will happen.
where can people find you?
You can find me at Claw the DM on YouTube.
And Ferrari, also known as Saturn,
Hello.
where can people find you?
They can find me on Twitch at SaturnBNKR. Come check it out.
And is that how we put in BNKR? Is it full caps at the end?
Full caps at the end. Yes, sir.
Beautiful. And Cassinity, where can people find your lovely face?
You can find me on Twitter at CassBNKR.
Beautiful. Thank you guys for watching. Consider hitting the like button, and if you're new, subscribe. And we'll see you same place, same time. Everybody, as our token get out, let's scream.